Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Season 42, War number 2. Today we're taking on 4 Loki, one of my least favorite alliances to play. We haven't played these guys in probably 4 or 5 seasons. Anyways, not because we dislike them, but because there's actually a lot of mutual respect and admiration, and it's unfortunate when you have to play against your friends that somebody has to lose, but that's the way it is. Team today going in with Valkyrie, Hulkling, and White Mags for some pre-fights. I am definitely not a Valkyrie expert, certainly not compared to some of the other guys in my alliance like Bitter and Bryce. But here we go. We've got an Adam Warlock on Path 5. Adam Warlock, a brand new champion, so there is no dual target for him that I could find, and I wasn't really about to go through a path or two in EQ and fight him, because he would have nodes in there that would really not be applicable to this fight. So the plan here is really just to get to our special 2 and knock him down with the special 2, and then try and get him to block after that to take advantage of the Fury passive that we're going to get from that special attack. So I think I do mess up the first special 1 from him here, and again, he's a new champ. I don't have a ton of experience fighting him outside of EQ, so I do take that one. I use up 2 of my 3 indestructibles. I think I do better on the second special 1 here, and I think I take 1 hit on the block and then dex out, and then by the third one, the timing kind of gets a little bit easier for me. One thing you might already be noticing here is that Adam is extremely aggressive, and you're going to see also as the fight progresses that he has a little bit of that Mysterio AI in him, where he's just tossing heavies like, right after a medium, or sometimes when he seems to be out of range, he's going to toss that heavy anyways right there. So I do get the special 2 off to remove the protection from Ebb and Flow knockdown. We get the Fury from the SP2, we get the Fury from the Ebb and Flow node, but trying to get him to dash back and block after we knock him down proves to be pretty much impossible, and you're going to see here in a moment, I end up wasting my entire Fury passive from the special 2 trying to get him to block. I don't think I get a single hit in. Right there, we take a heavy, so we're out of invuln charges here. We get the knockdown with the special 2, so now we've got the 2 Furies up. I'm trying to do like the light whiff trick to try and get him to do anything but attack into me, and he is just not interested, just throwing heavies. There, he finally backs up, but look at that. Protection is back, and my Fury is gone. So we basically did next to no damage from that cycle here. So I kind of switched tactics a little bit. He's already almost 75% down, and I'm thinking to myself, we can probably just forget about protection here and just kill him with normal Valk style. So I try one more time, knock him down with the heavy. His stasis pod comes back. I can safely hit into it because I have a bulwark buff, so I am stun immune. I'm not going to get stunned hitting into it. And then we go one more hit into the block. A 20k non-crit finishes him off. So, I'm sure I could play that better next time, but a new character, I'm not going to be too hard on myself for that one. All right, next up we have a Shocker, also on Ebb and Flow knockdown. This is a little bit easier. We're going to go in here with Hulkling and basically just play this like a normal Hulkling fight. I don't think I have any cosmic power backs or special boost running here. Hulkling is just so powerful. Like, once you knock him down with that special 2, the Fury buffs are going to enable me to do a ton of damage after the fact here. So I dodge both special 1s. Remember, he gets a refund on his first special 1 used in the fight, so you have to be ready for a second one. And then his random unblockable, I can't remember the number of charges that he needs to trigger that. I think maybe it's when the icon turns yellow like it has now, but I couldn't remember in the fight, so I just kind of dealt with it. There we go. He went unblockable again. So we've got the knockdown Fury passive plus the Furies from our special 2, and you can see we did a buttload of damage there while he had protection down, and so we are pretty much back at the special 2, and one more special 2 I think into his block ends up finishing him off here right through. Yeah, we activate unblockable mid special, 28k crit finishes him off. Went a little bit better than the first fight. All right, section 2, we're up on node 33. We've got a Wong here with a couple of nodes that really don't apply to him. This is a 7-star Wong. I think this is my first 7-star defender. I can't remember if we had one in the first war. But yeah, anyways, we're going to pretty much play this just normal Valkyrie style. And the danger here is that if you hit into him when he has that Eldritch energy maxed out, you're going to take a huge chunk of damage, and I really didn't want to do that. So we've got the Pierce buff up so that if he activates his Unstoppable, either by charging heavy or if we gain the buff while dodging his special 1 while he has the, I think it's the blue spell, he will go unstoppable if we gain a buff. We will be able to hit right into him there. So we pretty much play this just normal Valk style, baiting out the special 1. The timing on the SP2 still gives me trouble, and we can safely hit into him after the special 1. So you can see I'm not playing like pure Valk style. I am keeping one eye, like I said a second ago, on that Eldritch Energy, because if it gets too high, I'm going to have to adjust my playstyle here. So we've got all 3 Pierce buffs up, and we have reset, or reversed the combo rather. So now I'm just trying to get him to block. We can do the SP2 into his block here, and that does a lot of damage. Valkyrie is just so awesome. We do the light whiff there to prevent him from dashing in. I'm not really sure what happened there, if my input dropped, but either way, we took like half of our health and damage from like a couple hits from him. Those 7 stars, man, they hit so hard. Very, very dangerous, but unfortunate that we're going to have to use a few potions there. All right, next up we have a Kate Bishop for the 2nd war in a row, this time on node 43. Remember, I took this Kate Bishop last season with Absorbing Man, and it did not go well. This goes a lot better. So in duels, I practice the heavy counter for the knockdown. So the plan here is to get the heavy counter to knock her down to remove protection from Make a Stand. Once we're at or close to the special 2, we'll remove the protection. Then we'll try and get her to block. Actually, the heavy will get her to block because it'll put that Intimidate debuff right on her here. Now she's going to block, and now we can go full-on Hulkling into the block, SP2. This does a crap ton of damage. I am running Cosmic Powerbacks, and that pushes me to the special 3. Now, this actually does not go completely well here. So you can see this special 3 is going to push her only to 1%. And I'm like, oh crap, she's going to get her special 3 like right away. I dash in trying to get the KO. She intercepts me instead and gets the, removes my invulnerability boost charges there. But I'm like frantically tapping my special 3. And fortunately, I am able to get it off before she does. So that could have been really, really bad. All right, last fight of the war for me. Again, another defender that we had last war, Jessica Jones, up on node 55. We do not have a House of X pre-fight here, so we have to play completely stun immune. Now, the plan here, again, is you can't play full Valk style because of brute force. If you don't hit her for real, you're going to take degen damage. It is half potency degen because we have class advantage here. So we're basically going to play just normal fight. Like, you know, don't worry too much about hitting her block. If the opportunities present themselves like she is now, we can certainly up our combo that way. That's just intentional to keep the brute force degen off of us. We are going to take a little bit of degen damage during the fight, but it's not going to be too bad. And then once we get up to that special 3, I think I try and get my 3rd Pierce active. Oh no, I don't even worry about it. I just toss this special 2 right into her block. She is holding block, and then I notice that the brute force is on me, so I do bait out the heavy instead of utilizing more of my Fury passive there. Overall, like this fight was really fun. Like I was incredibly nervous about it. This was a rank 5 Jess. We have a really solid counter here, of course, for Valk because she counters the unstoppable. But it ended up being not really as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be. It ended up being probably my favorite fight of this war, for sure. So as long as you have a good counter to Jess's unstoppable, she's really not that bad of a defender here. So lining up the 2nd special 2 here, and that does a lot of damage, and she's almost dead. We're taking degen. It's not too bad. We're still up at 3/4 health, no problem. And then one more combo finishes her off. So a pretty solid war for me. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, one of these alliances had to lose. If we're going to lose to an alliance, I'm glad it's for Loki though. So shout out to all those guys over there: B McG, Mike, Clown, Usafa, PWF. Who else is over there? Andrew, Lags, and Shrimp, Enzo too. I think that pretty much covers everybody that I know out there. So really good war for them. 5 kills, 0 deaths, and our record on the season falls to 1-1. Folks, hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what your favorite fight was in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.